Well, hello, how are you? It is Saturday, December 9th, and another day has gone, and I'm bringing you two more sweets today. This is Harmony Stamps with Michelle, and I'm Michelle, and I'm an independent. Mhm. Gonna try that again. Okay, looks like the stream is still going. I'm an independent Stamping Up demonstrator. This is Harmony Stamps with Michelle. I'm Michelle, and it's a snowy, sunny day here in Colorado. We had some snow come in last night in the evening, and it snowed through the night. And this morning it was sunny, but still not a very high temperature. We're expecting somewhere in the low 40s for our high today, but that's okay because tomorrow it'll be 51 and we should see a lot of meltage by then for sure. Anyways, I just want to remind you once again that the last chance sale is still going through January 3rd at midnight. And then on the 4th, as it turns into the 4th, you will have the opportunity to order all of the products I'm going to be showing you today. But if you want to get your hands on them before then, you have to join Stamping Up as a demonstrator. And I would, if that's something you're considering doing, love to have you on my team. There's been no new sellouts since yesterday, but for the last chance items, the clearance rack refresh happened. So there are some items in the clearance rack that you might want to go check out because they, you know, they're gonna go fast too. Some of them for sure. The Season of Chic Memories and More stuff is on low inventory, plus a couple other things that they were fun to play with. I like those a lot, and if they're still available when I put in my next order, I'm going to be getting some of those for sure. But at this point, I'm focused on the new product that will be releasing to everybody on January 4th. I'm definitely looking forward to playing with all of these fun cards. There's all kinds of amazing things that are coming with this new catalog. On the front, uh-oh, and on the front, okay, I'm still having some internet issues and I don't know why, but hopefully we'll get through it. Um, That's supposed to be bigger. There we go. The celebration as a demo right now during pre-order, we're able to get all of the celebration products with the exception of the host option or the host gift, which actually I'm really loving what the host offer is. It's going to be extra product of your choice. I think it's $30 when you have a $300 order, whether it's your personal order or a combination of your friends. As the host, you would get that extra choice of product for free. Cannot show you the inside, wish I could. And then, of course, this is the actual front of the mini catalog featuring that stamp set, which is fun. And haven't played with it yet so much, but I am going to definitely be playing with it a little bit. I do have the Celebration Join special right here. It's got this nice little chamois that it dries really fast. So if you don't want it, just give it some moisture and that'll soften it back up really good, or you can run it into some water. But it is great for cleaning up your surface on your glass mat. And of course, that glass mat has amazing measurements. And then we have this tray, which can be used for a palette. This will hold your Stampin' spots. And then it also is a stable platform for your ink pads, or you can use this pattern here to clean your brushes. And I'll be doing more on that as well with time. But today we're focused on the last two suites that I was able to purchase in the second reorder or pre-order, excuse me. once the pre-order for everything in the catalog came open, that's when I was able to make the purchase of these products. I was not able to purchase them before that. So this is the Kidding Around, a part of the Just Kidding suite. So we have these iridescent foil gems. So again, like the Petal Pink and Pretty Peacock have little flecks of foil in them, and that makes them very shiny and fun to play with. So I'm definitely looking forward to using those. And of course, there's the bundle, the Kidding Around bundle, which has these lovely images of kids playing. I love the little wizard guy, some pillows. You sparkle every day. It's your birthday and you are amazing. And of course, it does come with these fun dies, so you can build a little castle and have all kinds of fun with. And we will be stamping those images today. This is the paper, which has a variety of different kids, and there's a young man in a wheelchair here on this page, a little girl in a dragon costume, a beautiful little wizard. It's just all kinds of fun. Sailing, and of course the die will cut this image out, one of the dies will. And on the back side is these fun little stars with a color wash on it. And then we have a bunch of young ones playing with baking, spilling the batter, measuring the sugar, eating the cookie, got the spatula, doing the stirring and getting it all over, of course, which is the best part when you get to lick the bowl afterwards. I remember those days. They don't happen anymore in my life because I can't eat sugar. And then we have this wavy pattern on the back with some more color variations. So a color wash. And then we have some outdoors activities, young man fishing, and this one has a prosthetic leg and he's doing the hula hoop, smelling the flowers, pulling your brother on the wagon. Oh, little duck with some followers, catching a frog, fishing, if I didn't say that already. So lots of fun on this one. And then there's this amazing sheet on the back that has two 6x6 panels, one with the bears in a tent and one with the bookcase and the rug. And then there are, they go in a different, so there's two of them that go vertical, and they are 6x4 sheets. So there's a slide outside with a tire swing, and then of course this lovely waterfall with a log bridge to get across the stream. And then this one would turn this way, and it's just some rain in a little forest with some shrubbery. That one's going to be fun to play with. Oh, and this one looks fun too. Books and popcorn and eyeglasses and headphones and just all kinds of fun on this one. I can just see a lot of potential cards. And on the back, we have these lines with some color variations. And then we have all of our little pets. So this one has a little birdie. This looks like a dachshund and a bunny and another puppy and a kitty and all kinds of fun with these lovely young humans. And on the back is this hearts and stars with a color wash as well. And then the final sheet is art. So it looks like we made some paper cutout hearts on a string, doing some painting. We have a nice drawing of the sun and lots of fun there. Oh, looks like we might be telling a story. And then we have these triangles with the color wash, which is also fun. All right, so the colors in this paper are Azure Afternoon, Berry Burst, Calypso Coral, Copper Clay, Crushed Curry, Fresh Freesia, Gorgeous Grape, Lemon Lime Twist, Melon Mambo, Night of Navy, Old Olive, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, and Pretty Peacock. Now that is a lot of fun colors to play with. Okay, so allow us to, I went ahead and did all of the removal of the backings ahead of time for this one. Just took too much time yesterday to do it the other way. So I'm just going to pull the stamps out. We're going to use the same basic gray ink because this is outline stamps. I've got our 5x7 sheet of basic white. I'm going to put the big stamp on my E-block. Put it upside down and put the ink on top. I like to turn it a couple of times just to make sure I've got some good coverage with the ink. And I'm not smushing it around, I'm just tapping it down. And then I'm going to do it right up here near the top of the sheet. And since I have to use these blocks again, I'm going to get my Stampin' Chamois out and clean those stamps off pretty good. And actually, I have a little bit too much liquid in this one. So I'm going to actually pick it up and wipe it that way as well. All right. That can go back in. And we're going to do the next ones. My little wizard. Oh, I love that. It's got bunny slippers and 2 wands. Oh no, it's a Y wand. So that could actually be dowsing as well, which is all kinds of fun. Using a couple of sticks to lead you to water. This was an actual profession back in the day for finding wells. And then I have our lovely little lady with her sun drawing. And I don't need that block anymore, so let's do our pillows. And all of the images that I've stamped so far also can be die cut. Let's do it this way. There we go, that looks right. And then we have some words, but before we do that, let's get our little stars in there. Nice. This one says, "You are amazing," which I think is a very awesome affirmation for young children to hear. I love giving the young ones cards that tell them that they are amazing. Uh-oh. Oh, the pillows decided to stick to the bottom of that, of course. And this one. All right, have it going the right direction. Says, "You sparkle every day." One of the other reasons I like to do this before I actually start stamping on a card is I can see that this one needs a little exposure to ink before it gives me a very solid inking. And then the last sentiment. It's your birthday. All right. And then all of our dies are all kinds of fun. I'm just going to use this to grab out that. I pre-did the die cutting just because it was so, oh, what's the word? It was very time consuming yesterday. So I made a change in plan of how I intended to do this part for today and going forward. So here's the ball. This is the little building blocks, 2 of them anyways. I have 2 more bits of that. And then that can be the solid color behind the ball. There's a stool. This would be like a little carpet. All right, here's another piece of the building blocks. And the final piece of the building blocks is this triangle. So literally you could cut multiple pieces of these, just have them hanging out and do all kinds of fun building if you want. And then of course, our castle is going to want a flag, and there are 3 lovely stars that this will cut out, and a pennant to hang on the castle as well. So let's look at that castle. So we can do 2 of these, one on each side, and then we would have a gate, and then we could have the pennant going across the gate in a different color. You know, there's all kinds of different things that we can do with this. Okay, so those are just the standalone dies that don't have anything you can stamp to go with them. But all of the other images have a die that matches them as well. So I pre-stamped them and cut them out. So there's our lovely little lady and our young wizard and the pillows and our boat riders. Let me pull that up a little bit higher. So that is so much fun. I hope you like this suite. I wasn't sure when I first was seeing it. I mean, it's cute with the kids and everything, but I didn't know if I'd be doing a lot of cards with it. But I actually do feel like I'm going to be doing a lot more cards with this than I originally was thinking. So that is the Just Kidding bundle. And the, oh wait, no, it's Just Kidding suite with the Kidding Around bundle. There we go. I'm going to set this aside. I'll clean it up afterwards. And closing pad. First, I'm going to grab this. There's a little bit of maybe cat hair hanging out on my stamp pad. I don't really want cat hair on the ink. That actually would interfere with inking up my stamp sets. So I'm going to close it because I don't want it open while I'm looking at the next item, which is our rock and roll suite. Has a bundle, the Rockstar bundle. It also has some adhesive embellishments. Let me open these up entirely so you can see all of it. Sorry for the crackly plastic noises. But you have lightning bolts and stars in 3 lovely colors. So we've got basic white, pool party, and that's either Daffodil Delight or I think it's more Daffodil Delight than Lemon Lolly. So I'm going to go with Daffodil Delight on that one. The stamp set and dies. So here is the dies. We have the guitar, the microphone, a large guitar pick, which is great for sentiments, a nice little banner sentiment, a small guitar pick, 3 different lightning bolts, some stars, and a drumstick and another lightning bolt. Okay. And then, of course, we will be stamping the images next. I'm going to set those aside for the moment, and we're going to look at the paper. So these are much smaller than the dies, so these are not going to be able to be die cut directly, but you have a variety of guitars that you can choose from. You can color them in, since all of the paper is monotone. Basic black and basic white are the specific shades that they're going with here. So you can color them in. So if you have somebody who loves red guitars, you can make one red. And then to me, this is like waveform, the sounds that the music makes. And then this is actually a more specific waveform in its lines and things like that. And this, I think this is what when you're looking at sonar, maybe. So it's sound. These are depicting sound. It may not be 100% accurate, but it is depicting sound. We have speakers. There's a phonograph or record player. There's some cassette tapes, an old 80s style boombox, and that one is going to be really fun on paper too, on cards. And then we have speckled dots on the back. And then again, this is a little reminiscent of some sound waves. If you've ever spent time looking at sound waves, they have some very distinctive, looks and things like that. And this is almost like cracked marble ish kind of look on the back. And here's some squarish items and some other just very neutral, very easy to use on a variety of papers or a variety of cards. I can actually see doing some floral stamping on these potentially, and then of course the back is this checker pattern, and that is the paper for the rock and roll suite. Now let's get our our 5x7 basic white. That was our lovely gift from Stampin' Up for the 35th anniversary. It was so nice surprise to get. I'm gonna load up the guitar on my E-block, and I'm going to place the microphone. I'm definitely going to be using the microphone a lot. I don't know if you know, but I run karaoke here in Pueblo. In fact, tonight we're going to be doing karaoke at the Ethos on Mesa. So if you happen to be in the area and want to enjoy some karaoke, come on down and put in some songs with us. We're going to be there from 7 until 11, playing music, singing songs, and just enjoying each other's company. I think this might fit on the little guy. Yep. And then I've got this. Need a bigger one. Oh, that was bigger. There. And then I'm going to go with a D block for this last one. All right. Because this is on the E block, it is just much easier to take the ink pad and turn it upside down and place your ink on the stamp in this manner than it is to do this way, especially with the F block. That's really where it's most important. I'm going to stamp my guitar down, and that can very easily be colored with any ink of your choice, electric blue. I mean, there's a variety of choices. Move these out of the way so I can gain, I think I'm going to do this one upside down too. It's just a little bit big. There we go. So I'm thinking I'm going to be making some birthday cards for my, so occasionally we get somebody who comes to one of our shows that's having a birthday, and it'd be nice to have a musical birthday card to give them in addition to a happy birthday song. This is the drumstick, and of course we'll do 2 of them because it's not really good to use only one drumstick when you're drumming. There we go. A set of drumsticks. How fun. All right, and that is, except for this lightning, all the imagery. So let's get our little lightning bolt down. And I got a little halo on that, so I'm going to fix that by trimming this end. I'll go to that when I'm done here, showing you everything. Then which direction do we go? You're a rock star is what this says. All pennanty. That's the way it's going to go. You're a rock star. And that's another example of where I'd want to ink it a few times before I stamped it for a card specifically. Just so I make sure I'm getting a really good coverage on the stamp. When they're first new, it can be a little less coverage than what I would normally like, especially with that one. That one definitely needs more ink. So the more times I stamp it, the more it's going to hold on to the ink and do what I want it to do. And that's what I want. Thanks for being an icon. Woohoo! And then have a rock and roll birthday. And then you're a rock star. I definitely see myself making some cards for our karaoke from this set. Absolutely. I'm going to go ahead and put this down again. And with this one, I'm going to show you the die cut images. Oh, thank you, Cassie. Oh, yeah, I do too. Oh, you've got a whole bunch of, I can't even see all those messages. Let me see if I can get my mouse there. Oh, there we go. The spoon, yeah. Oh, yes. Okay, baby dinosaur. And yes, I definitely think cards for the karaoke business would be a good thing. All right, so I'm going to get out the die cuts. I'm going to try to get them out. There's some little ones in here. So this literally would go over that you're a rock star. And so I would probably, for the cards I make, stamp it and then die cut it out with that die cut. And then, of course, we have our nice little guitar and our microphone and our drumsticks, just like that. And then here's our large guitar pick, which can also have a rock and roll birthday sentiment or any other sentiment that, or even other embellishments. And then we have a variety of lightning bolts. There are 2 of these. They cut exactly the same, I think it looks like. Yeah, they look like they're the same. I just have one going, there we go, in the other direction. And then there's this larger one. And then there is this one, which actually will cut out this. It'll fit over that. So if I wanted to stamp and then die cut, I could do that in whatever color I wanted. And then there's an actual guitar pick. And this one has some embossing as well. I don't know if you can see it. Let me do it a different way. And there's 3 stars, but apparently one of my stars has decided to go somewhere not on this paper. All right, I'm going to move this over here. I'm going to push those up. There it is. There's the other star. And it's bigger than the other 2 stars. All right, so let's get this up higher. And do you see how it's got that crease on this side? That's the side that you would be holding the pick with as you're picking, because it's going to have a little bit more strength and stuff. And so that is the rock and roll suite with the Rockstar stamp set. Let me close up my ink and I'm going to show you how I'm going to fix that one stamp set or stamp so that I don't get the halos on it. And that really tends to happen a lot more with these thin guys. It doesn't want to hang on to it without the sticky while I run it across the chamois. So I just want to get the ink off of it. And then I'm going to take some scissors I don't really care about so much. I don't want to use my good snips for this. And I'm going to literally, at an angle, trim off that extra rubber. And I really think it's just around the edges where it curves that it's the most likely. I'm not touching the foam underneath it whatsoever, just the red rubber. And so then if I were to restamp it, in order to do that, I need to remember where I put the ink. There we go. Ink is here. All right, let me get this piece and let's see how it goes now. Yep, there is no more halo. And that's how you fix these stamps that want to produce a halo even when you're being pretty careful about stamping. And it looks like I'm getting a little bit of a halo here. So as you can see, there is quite a bit of ink around the other edges, but that one I'm going to want to trim as well. And so that's one of the other fun things about playing with your stamps before you put a card together that you get to figure out. Okay, so that is the 2 suites we've got for today. As a reminder, you can still purchase or get the free with purchase card class, where I did the Modern Garden and Garden Walk suite. All you need, all the paper and embellishments to make these 3 cards. You'll get 2 each with a $35 purchase using the host code, which is in the description, and I'll run it across the banner for the remainder of the video below. And that $35 is before shipping and taxes, and I will send it to you as long as you allow me to have your contact information, which is one of the questions when you're putting in an order and creating an account. And you'll have all you need to make those. You'll need to provide your own stamps, your own ink, your own adhesives, but otherwise, you've got everything you need to make these cards, to each of the 3 designs. And that is what I've got for you today. So hopefully you have an amazing Saturday. And if you are in the area, come on down to the Ethos where we're going to be doing karaoke from 7 until 11. And then it's every second Saturday. And then on the third Thursdays, we also are at the same location. We are working on getting some others, and we do have one at a different place on New Year's Eve. So as we get closer to that, you can pay attention to the Facebook, and I'll keep you updated on that. I mean, obviously, music is a big part of our lives, which is why I'm Harmony Stamps with Michelle, because harmony is, in fact, our karaoke company is the Treble with Harmony, Treble being my daughter and Harmony being me. I love play on words. Anyways, I don't want to keep you any longer, and I do have a few other things I need to do before I get going. Yes, the Urban Barn Grill. Thank you, Cassie. So this has been Harmony Stamps with Michelle. I'm Michelle, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and these are just 2 of the suites that you can get in the catalog coming up. And if you can't wait until January 4th to put in your order, you can put these on your starter kit order by becoming a demonstrator, and I would love to be your demonstrator or your upline. And help you in whatever capacity you want to run this, whether or not you want it to be a business or a hobby and you're just getting the discount. I have ideas. I have other people with ideas. There's just so many ways of using this. Um, it makes me happy to provide somebody with a nice handmade card. So hopefully you have an amazing day, and I will see you tomorrow with our extra class using the same bundle that we did for our Wednesday class. Goodbye.